Welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. I have succumbed to the dark side. I have gone full on evil, and I have put together this Yorion Lukka Fires list. This is not my list, this is one of the lists that I saw played in one of the Magic Fest qualifiers. And if you would ask the question, what are the probably most hated cards in Standard? This deck will just answer by saying yes. Yes, these are the most hated cards in Standard. Pretty much all of the ones you can think of are in here. You've got companions just as a whole that are really controversial. Some people really love them, but some people are really upset about them. They've really shaped every format, reshaped every format. We're playing Yorion that just gives us immense value in being able to flicker all our cards. So I'll talk more about that here in a second. We've got our 2 3-mana Planeswalkers that just basically instill a no fun policy on our opponents by not letting them draw extra cards, and basically not letting them cast any spells on our turn. Then we've got Agent of Treachery that lets me steal all their stuff, and Elspeth Conquers Death that lets me exile, make all of their spells more expensive, and let me bring back one of my things. So how this deck works is, at first glance, it looks like a Jeskai control deck, and that's really all what it is. It has the Birth of Meletis for some extra mana and a blocker. It has the card draw, and it has your control planeswalkers here, followed by Shatter the Sky and Narset that can help with some removal. Then you have Elspeth Conquers Death and some Shark Typhoon flying shark stuff. So it looks like a standard control deck. Now, this is where the synergies come into play, and this is where it gets truly disgusting. So Agent of Treachery is a really painful card to play against. But it's 7 mana. 7 mana, really you only see this in ramp decks. Prior to Ikoria, you saw some Thassa and Agent combinations, which were pretty painful to play against as well. But this is where it gets really gross. So how this deck works is I play Birth of Meletis, Omen of the Sun, ideally in my first 4 turns, one of the 2 at least. So I get tokens out. Then at turn 5, I play Lukka. And Lukka, at first glance, looks like a creature-based planeswalker, but where this truly shines is if you know what creature it's going to turn into. Because you can -2 to exile a creature you control, and then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with a higher converted mana cost. That goes on the battlefield, and the rest goes back into the library. So if you get one of these tokens out, and you -2 it with Lukka, because we only have 1 creature in our deck, it'll turn into Agent of Treachery every single time. So ideally, by turn 5, I get Agent of Treachery out, and I'll start stealing one of their things. Where it gets extra gross is like Omen of the Forge is not necessarily standard playable without Yorion. But where it gets gross is if I have like some of my Omens out, I might have one of my Planeswalkers out, doesn't really matter. And, sorry it keeps flickering, I don't know why it does that. And Lukka and Agent. So turn 6 or 7, I might play my Yorion, and I'll start getting double value out of everything. So I can select everything that needs to be recast, basically. All these things get exiled from the field, and then they come back. When they come back, all the triggers happen again. Another scrying card draw, another 2 damage, another token. Back to full loyalty, another stolen permanent. Now, because this is back at full loyalty and I have another token, I can -2 it again, get another agent out. So in 2 turns' time, I've stolen 3 permanents. It's just a lot of value. It's very evil. It's very painful to play against if there's nothing you can do about it, which ideally Teferi is on the board, so there is nothing you can do about it. It's really just a tough deck to play against. So that's really what it's supposed to do. It's a control deck with some synergies. And then into the sideboard, we just got our pretty typical sideboard here. This deals with some aggro. It also works good against Zenith Flare from the Jeskai cycle decks that are going around. We've got some counters to deal with some control decks. Legion Warboss if I need to put the pressure on. Shatter the Sky if I play against more creatures. I don't want to have the whole 4 in my main deck because of the amount of control decks out and about. And then 1 copy of the Wanderer that really protects us against the cycle decks. So let's jump into a best of 3 here and see how this deck does for us. It feels incredibly evil, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And this deck seems incredibly competitive. It seems like fun to play. It just seems horrible to play against. Here, we're going against Sin. I think that's how you pronounce it. And since, I don't know if, we don't see if they're running a companion yet. They're still deciding who's going to play first. No companion. Yeah, this looks perfectly keepable. I would have lost a few more pieces of the puzzle here. Like, technically, I don't have anything that makes Agent of Treachery happen, but this is a pretty decent control start. Okay, so I'm either going against Mono Green Stompy or against Gruul. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Hallowed Fountain out. So a Shatter the Sky would be really nice here, honestly. I have Teferi to reset Pelt Collector, so that's kind of nice. Probably will get smacked around a little bit before I make that happen. That dragon is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Vivian, okay, that's actually really painful, but I'll be able to Elspeth that in a few turns. I just need to survive.
This will be fun to watch.
Okay, Shatter the Sky is there, so that's really sweet. So I turn 4 Shatter, turn 5 Elspeth. So we play Castle, get Teferi out, and we're going to reset their Pelt Collector. I could do Paradise as well, just to make sure that they can't ramp up more, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'd rather he ramps with it than that he gets a bigger Pelt Collector right now. He's thinking about it. Alright, Sins, what you got? Okay. I just smacked me with the Paradise Druid. How's he going face or is he going Teferi? He's going face. Interesting. Pelt Collector. Okay. So I think I'm going to stick to the plan of the turn 4 Shatter. And then next turn I'll Elspeth. What mana do I need here? I don't think it really matters at this point. So let's go ahead and I'm going to do it on his turn, actually. That just makes more sense. I don't think he's going to play any more creatures, but it just makes more sense to do that, just in case they have a haster like Questing Beast. That would be nice if he does that, but we'll see. Now, if he's going to pull a creature out of his sideboard, or is he going to bump up his guys more? I'm curious. Oh, you can minus to against the Teferi. I did not know that. That's interesting. So I wonder if Synth will decide to do that. Thinking about it. Are they going to take out the Teferi? Okay, they want to. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. They get the card draw out of Paradise Druid. That's fine. So I'm down to 10 life, which is not great, but I'm still in a pretty decent spot. The one thing I'm most scared of at this point, I think, is a Questing Beast. So as long as he's stuck on 3 mana, we're in pretty decent shape. There's really nothing at 3 mana or less that I'm too concerned about at this point. Okay, what do you got coming?
The multiverse thrives with
Questing Beast.
creatures.
Okay, so the cool thing here is I'm going to have Fires. That actually helps out quite a bit. So I can play Fires. And then I don't have to shock any lands, so that's kind of nice. So I can actually play this guy, and then I'll Elspeth. And then next turn, I might just play Yorion to get my Elspeth double value to take her out there Questing Beast, but I'm not sure yet. Okay. Okay. What am I going to do about that? I don't know. I mean, does it have trample? It does have trample. Otherwise, I can just jump block it. I have no tokens to take yet, so that just doesn't seem like that would make sense. I don't think that gets to be Elspethed. I guess that's a word. Because technically that's converted mana cost 0. So I think at this point I'm just going to hold off on doing anything. Because I can't bounce it, so that just doesn't make sense. So now I really hope for anything that gives me a token of some kind. Okay, there's Questing Beast. Yep. So he's going to get me down to 3 life. That's pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. Well, let's say I'll go down to 4 life. I'll at least be able to somewhat block here. He's not attacking with Questing Beast? Oh, I was just going to say, that would be very odd. Why would you not attack with Questing Beast? Why would you not attack with Questing Beast? I'm very confused by my opponent. There's literally no reason not to attack with Questing Beast. Oh, he was afraid that my Teferi would come back, I guess? I don't know. I'm not going to bounce it. I'd rather just use Elspeth. That just makes more sense to me right now. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. Yeah, so I might want to do that at some point. I'm just not sure yet. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with this Stone Coil. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn again, because I might take another 2 damage from him, which is fine. Now, if he plays another big dude, I can flicker my Elspeth with Yorion, which might be worth it. Okay, now if he goes over, that would be kind of huge. I don't think he will. But if he does, and he loses... Well, no, he'll still have his protection, but at least he'll be... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so he'll be a 7-7 now. Why is he not a 7-7? Enters battlefield with X counters on it. Oh, he should have put it over it, because if he would have put it over it... Yeah, he messed up. He would have had a 7-7 by now. Should have put it over it, because then it was a 4-4 with 3 counters, which would have been better. I wonder why he didn't do that. I'm very confused. He still would have had the protection, because that's a Stone Coil Serpent attribute. Sweet. Okay, now we get to do fun stuff. So this has protection from multicolored. Doesn't have protection from somebody else we know. So he got rid of my Elspeth Conquers Death, which actually helps me out here, because now I'll be able to do this and Lukka. So I'll go ahead and play Omen. Followed by Lukka. And he's going to give me... He's going to upgrade this soldier here. Thank you. Go ahead and put you out. And... I think that's good.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
I believe you, Teferi. Okay, that was a good turn. That worked out really well for us. So let's see what he's got. Next turn I'm going to flicker. I'm going to start stealing lands if he doesn't do anything here. Does that make me feel good? No, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, my bad. I sometimes miss, then I have to click through something. Gonna pass. Does he have anything to play? 3, 4, 5, 6? Nothing to play. Interesting. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna scry here. Just make sure that what I get next is what I want. Old enough to see. Yeah, I definitely do want that. I'll be able to get extra value out of that, because I'll be able to play Omen of the Sea and Yorion. Wow, yeah, might as well. So let's go ahead and do this. Submit. So we'll go ahead and take a land.
Surround me.
That's fine. Now let's play you. Don't need you. Don't need you, really. Okay, so now got another Omen. I could play it, but I think I'm just going to Yorion. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Submit 0. Just to draw a card, because I'm going to reset Teferi anyway.
Don't worry, I got this.
Elspeth. Alright, let's Yorion here. Okay, agent. Let's get you, and you. Submit.
This is hardly my worst defeat. My crusade isn't over yet.
This is crazy. The only thing I wonder is if I should have attacked first. Probably would have been good, but I think at this point we're just wanting to crush their morale more than... Oh, there you go. I'll be able to swing with 3. I think at this point we're just looking to crush their morale and instead of really getting into 0. I hate to say, but I'm really expecting to concede here.
I know my responsibility. I will show the city
So
of
let's get another land. I don't remember which one I grabbed, so I'll grab one of these. Get 2 more tokens out. That's fine. I really don't care that he's tapping. It makes no difference to me right now. I get why he does it. I would do the same thing probably. Lands, I definitely don't need more of those right now. I'm in good shape. Another one of these. I'll be able to cycle that. Okay. Yep, there we go. That was a crazy game. Started slow, but when this deck starts going, my goodness, is it powerful. Okay, let's cut some things. Shark Typhoon is a little on the slower end, I think. This doesn't have as many targets. 2 damage seems like it's not enough here. Might keep the Elspeth, though. Definitely want the Shatters. Definitely want the Aethers. Don't want anything else here. Does he have anything that's mana cost 4 or greater? It doesn't look like it. I think this is good enough. Let's just roll with this. Is there anything here I need to cut still? No. I want to make sure that my strategy stays intact. So, here we go. So I have to say, this is a lot of fun to play. I can see why people do it, aside from the fact that it's super powerful. It is a lot of fun to play. I feel incredibly dirty doing it. I really do. Yeah, this has all the tools. I just need to get up to the land. So I'll be able to have 3 lands at least. So turn 1, 2, 3rd land, Omen. So I just need lands. So this is a really good hand. Yeah, I don't have anything that I'm going to be able to... Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can enter the battlefield. Players can cast spells from graveyards. These all targets card. Draw down reveal card from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. I don't think it enters the battlefield from the library, does it? I don't think it stops Lukka. I don't think it does. I don't know. We'll find out. Doesn't matter. I have many other ways to get rid of him. Don't need that right now. Does Gravedigger's Cage stop Lukka? Let's find out. I don't know if Gravedigger's Cage stops Lukka. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It might stop it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm not going to worry about it yet. Okay. Gravedigger's Cage. Creature cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Exile target creature you control and reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield. It doesn't go from the library, it goes from exile. Yeah, it goes from exile, so that should... That should work. If I read the card correctly, it should work. I don't know, though. Go ahead and block. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna get another one. Okay, so we'll do this. Play Fires. Get this out. Really looking to pressure me here, that's fine. Go ahead and do this. And next turn I can Lukka and Yorion. And that might honestly crush him enough to win the game. Yorion should work, because Yorion exiles cards. Well, no, exile target creature, reveal cards from the top of your library. Till you reveal creature card. I think it works. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's be interesting. Does this work?
I was trained to fight monsters.
Let's find out.
Runs like you.
Does this work? Okay, cool. Nice, good for you. Okay, so that doesn't work. Now, I think I get you. So really, I need to find a way to get rid of that. Might actually just be that I have to hardcast the agent at one point. Yeah, Shatter sounds good. So next turn I'll be able to do that. I might just crack this to scry. Yeah, that's gonna jump. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it's all trample. Okay. Go ahead. Hey, now I know that Gravedigger's Cage works against it, so guess there was only one way to find out. He's gonna go full face, so he doesn't feel threatened by the Narset or the Lukka. He just wants to finish the game. Which is fair, he knows I'm gonna reset the board here, so... Okay. Yeah, might as well stop one damage. I mean, there's no reason not to. Surprised he doesn't go for my Planeswalkers. I really am. Okay. I'm going to crack this. I do want the agent, even though I don't have the mana for it yet. I probably should have kept that land on top, honestly, but that's okay. Let's Shatter. Let's start with that. Okay, that's good. And let's see what we can get with this.
Meditate.
Nothing.
Prepare.
And I think I'm just going to go ahead and play another agent. Or, excuse me, another Narset. See if I can find something here.
Those who cannot perceive beyond the veil of reality.
Aether Gust. That could be pretty good. And is there a point in doing anything with you? No, I think we're good. Okay. Again, a questing beast would be unfortunate. That's not great either. Okay. Alright. Really need something good with Narset here. That's not it. So let's Narset again. I just need to find a Shatter. That's really all that I can get here to get me out of... Nope, that's not it either. Got 3, even if I put 2 tokens on the field. I'm going to be dead either way, so I'm going to just go ahead and move on to the next one. Yeah, with the Grafdigger and Shifting Ceratops, you really had me there. Okay, so... let's get the Dovin's Veto for the Grafdigger's Cage. And... let's see. Let's... what do I cut here? I mean, I know that he has Grafdigger's Cage for the Lukka, but that's only 1 card. I don't know how many copies he runs, but still don't want to give up on that strategy. He doesn't have that much stuff that I can get with Elspeth. Well, Elspeth does take his Ceratops, which that's a huge problem for us. It does take Questing Beast. So what do I cut here? Now, Fire shuts down my Aether Gust, but I don't want to get rid of Fires either. And I have a lot of good cards I don't want to get rid of. Shark Typhoon, does that make sense to have? Does that add to my strategy? What do I cut? What do I cut? I wonder if Brazen Borrower would be good in this deck for that kind of stuff. No, I don't want creatures, never mind. I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut. I want to cut you. Only one of you, so there's a good chance I won't find you anyway. Yeah, maybe cut 1 Elspeth. I don't know if that's right or not, but I feel like the Dovin's Veto will be good to have if he doesn't necessarily have a turn 1 Grafdigger. Okay. Ooh, that's a rough hand. That's better. That's a lot better. Keep. What do I want to get rid of here? I think I'm going to ditch the Narset. Okay. Start with the Triome. See if he has to turn 1 Grafdigger's Cage. He does not, so that's pretty sweet. I'll go ahead and get this guy out so I can play Birth of Lettuce. Now, if anything, I can go with the Shark Stomp down or the Yorion beatdown strategy. Okay, there's a Paradise Druid. Do I have a reason to shock anything in? I don't think so. Okay. Really, aside from the Grafdigger's Cage, I'm not really too concerned about anything. He tends to have a pretty slow start here. Now, again, 80-card deck. I might not find anything that I need here, but keep an Omen open, so hopefully I can speed up some process here. He's really thinking hard on what to do here. He has 4 mana available to him, and he's going to use it. So what I might actually do, he has access to... do I want to Aether Gust that now? I think I want to Omen first. Or do I Aether Gust his Paradise Druid? What do I Aether Gust? Why don't I Omen first? And maybe I'll get a better answer. And another Omen. I don't think I want those right now. I got 5 mana available, so I really have what I need. Okay, so there's the Elspeth. So I think it makes sense to Aether Gust the Hydra. So if I'm going to Aether Gust the Hydra, it doesn't really matter what I do, right? So I might as well just play the stats and pass the turn. Alright, see what you got, buddy. Okay, he's going to go ahead and attack. Voracious Hydra. Go ahead and gust it. I wonder if he's going to keep it on top or not. Okay, getting rid of my token. And going to the top. That's fine. Go ahead and I want to put a 3/3 Shark out next turn. Probably not, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And next turn I'll correct my Omen. I guess I could have played an untapped land and castle. I didn't even realize I had the castle out. But that's okay. It happens. Okay, he's flashing in a creature. There you go. That's pretty clever. Now I'll be able to trade with that if he attacks with it as is. And I might actually do that before it gets bigger. It actually does sound like a reasonable play. So if he's going to tap out for this and not bump his Wildboard Preserver, I'll get a 2/2 Shark Typhoon out and block it and trade with it. So I'll get a card draw and kill one of his creatures. That seems like good value. Belt Collector? Now, Belt Collector could mean that he wants to keep mana open to make this big. In that case, I don't know, do I just want to jump block him? Okay. So he makes that a 3/3. Now I'm really sad that I didn't keep my land open, but okay. Do I jump block? I don't think so. I'm at 22 life. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not going to be worried going down to 19. Jumping here just doesn't feel good. So I'd rather just crack this. Fires. Fires is pretty good. Now I could also Shark Typhoon and Elspeth. I'm going to leave this open. And then potentially next turn I'll... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe next turn I can Shark Typhoon, Elspeth. Don't want to do that. Now, cycling I can do anyway, so there's really no reason to not play the Fires. Because then next turn I might Shark Typhoon into Elspeth if he plays something that's 3 mana or higher, just to get a 5/5 Shark on the board. Another one of those guys. See, this is when it would be nice to have Teferi. I really don't think that I've had very good draw so far. The hand initially looked pretty decently, but I think I might have messed up by not keeping Narset. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. I'm kind of hoping he drops a 3-drop. So I can Shark and Elspeth. It's not, okay. What do I do here? I think I need to cycle this. See if I get something better. That's pretty good. At least I'll be able to reset something here. I think I might just reset this guy. Draw a card. Narset's pretty good. Start looking for something here. Shatter would be sweet. Veto, again played anyway with the Fires. Let's go ahead and get another Narset out. So now I can jump with a 2/2 Shark if I need to. Yeah, the only thing I'm wondering is maybe I should have played the Shark Typhoon before Teferi, so I would have had a 3/3 Shark. But then if he plays something that destroys enchantments, that would have been pretty poor value. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Going to go face. I'm gonna go ahead and trade with one of them. There's Lukka. Now, do I still want to trade or agent? I mean, he'll be able to play this and fight with it anyway. So I should probably just trade. Trade with that or the pelt? Well, they both get bigger, right? Go ahead and do that. There we go. Yeah, because I feel like he knows he needs to get rid of tokens, so he would have played this, had it fight the Shark token, and I wouldn't have a token for Lukka, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So let's see if we can find something good here.
Meditate and prepare.
Doesn't do anything for me. Could have hard-casted Agent here, so that's kind of unfortunate. Let's do this.
Here we go.
I think I need to do this first. And hope to find like a Shatter.
Like thoughtfulness before action.
That's unfortunate. Okay. What do we do? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he has lethal next turn. So I need to do this. So otherwise he's lethal. I know right now he's 9 on the board, but if he plays something bigger, his Belt Collector grows. And we can't have that. So. Not looking very good here.
I've practiced against many like you.
So I won't be able to block his Stone Coiled Serpent, which is kind of annoying. So really next turn I need to draw. I need to make sure I put the stop there for the Scry. I really need to draw tokens or a Shatter. See, I don't like the fact that I have to cast Yorion just to stay alive, but I mean, it's a 4/5 flyer. So what can he do here? He has 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4/5. You need to tap out to fight with Yorion. So unless he has another land, if he has a land, I'm dead. So if he has another land, he can play a land, fight Voracious Hydra on the Yorion. Belt Collector grows because of Voracious Hydra, and he has 10 damage on the board. 5. No, that's not true, because he needs to tap his Paradise Druid regardless. So I'm probably going to live through this turn. I think he's trying really hard to figure out how he can kill me. Okay, so X is 2. He's probably going to double that then. There's no reason to... Well, he might attack to make sure that my Yorion dies when I block. Yeah, that's what he does. Okay. Go down to 4/3. Now, do I trade here? I think I do. I think I do trade with the Belt Collector if it attacks. So I can't block Stone Coil anyway. Yeah, I'm going to trade with Belt Collector. Well, I can replay my Yorion. I go down to 3. I don't want to go down to 3 because I might not have an answer for Stone Coil yet. So let's do that. Not happy about it, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, let's scry and hope for something good here. We're really digging. I might upkeep scry as well. Okay. So go ahead and upkeep scry. Aether Gust, does that do anything for me? It does not. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so that's a Triome. I can cycle that. We're really digging here. That's Shatter. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to start with that. Alright, that's really sweet. Okay, now let's go ahead and try to find something else.
I have just the trick for this.
Yeah, I like the fact that I can keep looking for things. And I'm going to keep you like this.
I've got it.
Let's go ahead and work on getting another wall up. So that Shatter the Sky really helped me out there. I know I was really digging there. Glad I did. So I'm gonna do another upkeep scry. Depends on what he plays here. If I want to do another upkeep scry, probably will. With fires out, that's a nice thing that I can scry on my upkeep. So I need to find something to get rid of that guy. So I'm gonna scry. Yes, there we go. Okay, the game looks like it's going to be mine. So let's go ahead and go to main phase. Get a wall. Yeah, I would have had him anyway. I forgot about the wall. There we go, get him. Let's play Lukka. Let's start stealing stuff. Let's go ahead and do this guy, because why not? Alright, looking really good here. Agent. Steal this. And let's see, let's go ahead and look for something else good here.
Keep an open mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. And now do I bounce my... I might do that next turn. I don't think I'm going to bounce my agent yet.
Might be a bad idea.
I'd rather blindside him with it, even though you can see it coming, because I can A, summon another agent, then bounce my agent and play my agent. So I'm looking really good here. Yeah, I was getting really close there for a second. He really had me under pressure, and I really wasn't getting to the stuff I needed, but this deck is really impressing me, because you can really look for the things you need. Having fires, at first I was wondering why I kept fires in the deck, because I just had so much land. I mean, this is a lot of land to work with. But being able to upkeep Scry and Scry at the end of turn, that is just used. Right now I'm not going to do it because I don't need it. I don't know if that is naive or not, or if I should do it anyway. Why would I not upkeep Scry here? Yeah, there's no reason not to do this. So let's go ahead and do it. Omen. I do like one Omen. Okay, go ahead. So what do I do here? See what you can give me. Nice thing about an 80 card deck, I don't really have to worry about decking myself. I'm 52 cards in deck. Land. Not interested in those. Elspeth. Don't really have any targets with the Elspeth. I guess I could have boarded those out. I think I was worried about the Ceratops. Okay, gain some life. Back to 10. And go ahead and... I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. I'm just going to start stealing lands.
I can do better than you.
That's fine. Go ahead and attack. Go. Not going to attack with the Agent of Treachery simply because I don't know if he has any pump spells. He hasn't used any yet, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have them. Doesn't make sense to play anything else. I think I just want to play the Narset. Might as well keep looking for tools in case the game changes and doesn't seem to go my way anymore. Like right now, I'm just shoring up my game and creating a checkmate situation. Okay, I'll be able to get a huge shark out next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll be able to finish him off next turn. Well, the turn after, technically. So I'm going to wait to do this at this end step. So what I might do is play... bounce one of my Teferis to get another land out. Make my shark even bigger. I have to say, my opponent has a really good deck. With the Stonecoil Serpents and just that pressure. I have to say, he has a really good deck against my kind of deck. Mono Greed looks really good. Especially when he had the Grafdigger out. I think he was just unlucky he didn't get the Grafdigger this time. Because this game would have been very different if I wasn't able to get the Agent of Treacheries out. Again, it's not like I would not have been able to hardcast Agent at one point, but it's going to be a lot harder to find a card I have 3 copies of in an 80-card deck. So I wonder if he's thinking now what he can do before he potentially concedes, or if he's mad and timing me out. I hope that's not the case. If it does, I mean, it's fair. The deck that I'm playing is incredibly evil. I have to say, playing this deck, I have completely given into the dark side. This deck is so much fun to play. It has the control aspects I like. That's not like the super slow passive control. Like, I still feel like I'm doing things. I have the Sharks. I have the Yorion I can potentially play as a 4 or 5 flyer. I have my Omens. So it's actually a really cool deck in that regard too. But being able to just sneak in a couple agents and bounce them and flicker them, my goodness, this deck is crazy. This deck really is crazy. It is a lot of fun to play. I'm sure it's not a lot of fun to play against. My experience has been that it's not a lot of fun to play against. There we go. Okay, so we got the land. I think I'm just going to go ahead and bounce the agent and take his wild port server. Ooh, yeah. So let's go ahead and play you. And really, next turn I'll probably be able to swing with everything. So let's go ahead and shore up my hand.
And prepare.
First. Yeah. Go and attack with Stone Coil. Again, at this point, if he attacks with Questing Beast, I'm not too concerned. Yes, it would kill my Planeswalker, but this game is pretty well in the bag. Okay, there we go. I'm down to 9. Let's recount my mana here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. There we go. Okay, so how many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll be able to get a 9/9 Shark on the board. He has 9 life. That sounds poetic. Okay. Vivian. I love this card. It's such a cool card.
Survived an apocalypse.
It's also a fair card, like 4 mana for 4 loyalty. It's not easy to cast, like it's typically just good in mono green because of the 3 green. Or in a 2-color deck like Golgari, it could work. I could see it working that. I've played it in Gruul, but it is really hard. You have to have like your mana accelerators to make it work. Mana dorks. But it's just such a cool card. Okay, am I going to go ahead and give him the Teferi? I don't think so, because I don't really want him to flash anything in. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and block with this guy here. And maybe do that. Yeah, because the only thing I don't want... I mean, yes, one end, I don't think he really can win the game anymore. But what I don't want to have happen is where my Teferi dies and he has some kind of instant cast spell that I'm not thinking about. I don't think there is anything in green that could be an instant cast that could mess me up here.
Stop that.
But I just don't want to risk it. Okay, so let's play you for 9. Yep, there we go. Alright, my opponent put up quite the fight. He actually got me on game 2. Or game 1, I don't remember. He got one of the games. That was a really good match. This deck is crazy. This deck really is absolutely wild. I can see why it's performing so well. I can see why so many people play it. I can see why so many people hate it. Yeah, it's definitely tough to beat. This is super powerful. Lukka with Agent and the tokens. It's just, yeah, it's amazing. I don't even know what to say. I'm a little speechless of just the quality of this deck. Being able to just dig for answers when I had such a not great starting hand there in game 3. I was able to scry and really use my Narsets and Teferis to look for what I needed and turn that game around. So this deck is incredibly powerful. I definitely recommend it. If you can play this without it hurting your conscience too much, this is the deck for you. If you are the type of player that feels bad for their opponents on occasion, stay away from this deck, because yeah, it gets really dirty. Like you saw, I was taking lands, I was taking the creatures they were playing. I was playing Agent, bouncing Agent, playing it again. I feel like I need to go do some charity work now, just to balance it out. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, I will definitely be doing more videos, potentially with this deck, definitely with some others as well. I have definitely not settled yet on a deck for Red Bull Untapped. Um, I think this deck is definitely a contender, but since it's so popular, I feel like there's going to be some answers out there for it. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love to hear what kind of ideas or thoughts you have on the deck, or maybe some other decks that you would like to see me try. So yeah, definitely love to hear from you, and hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next arena video.